Hugo, give me just 1 second. Um, hello Boulder, hello Sparks, hi Ty. Hello Mobile Armor, welcome in. Hello Dropped Frame, hello Wolf with Sword. Maybe this looks familiar to you. Hello Gideoneer. Hello Cogs, right? Oh, 1 second. Hello Cogs, right? Hello PTSD Cat, hello Ghoul, and I think that is everyone. Um, whoa. Fruit. You claimed fruit. New keyboard. No, this is the same keyboard. I think. I'm pretty sure this is the same keyboard because it still has the sticker on it. So, yes, why? No reason in particular. You guys are just making me eat fruit. That's suboptimal in the current meta, but that's okay. We'll eat fruit. We'll eat some fruit. Anyways, looks like the same keyboard to me. So how are you guys doing? Happy Monday. As happy as a Monday can be. Remember, it's just this and the rest of your lives. Smile. Okay. How's a banana less optimal than a crown? I don't know. But it definitely is. Alright. So, we may or may have, we may be starting a new project today. By maybe, we will be starting a new project today. So, don't worry, Ori, I'll try and get the crown for you, and next time we all know that's the one you're really waiting for. Yeah, totally. Totally. But yeah, and also that's good. That's good that it's quite good for a Monday Gideoneer. That's always good to hear. Do not enable her. Listen, PTSD cat, someone has to. Alright, so we are going to be attempting to make a painting robot. I'm not sure how ambitious this project is. It is a little bit ambitious. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing, Genie. That's very much appreciated. Never necessary, but always appreciated. Okay. So, in order to make this, I think we'll need the following. So, I did get quite a bit of things. So, we're going to need a car kit. Why not a crown drawing robot? I thought paint would be more fun. So, it'd actually be way easier to make a crown drawing robot. But I wanted to use some tiny solenoids. So, kinda, that is one of the reasons why. Of our tiny little actuators. We'll have to see if they're still working. I am hesitant to see if they are. My mouse is gonna die soon. Yippee! Okay. And then additionally, we are going to use the car kit. We are going to need some power relays. Or I need... No, I actually... Okay, hold on. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but my desk is actually pretty clean. Like, I wiped it down after stream. Like, I properly cleaned for once. Like, so there. Okay. Where should we start? This is clean? Yeah? Hello, Brink. Welcome in, Brink. Dropped frame. There's gonna be paint on everything forever. Okay, listen. I am still finding fried rice. Occasionally, like, little grains of rice from months ago. So, yes, there's gonna be paint forever. That is just something we're gonna have to live with. And don't worry, I even got you guys a canvas, okay? Like, we have a nice little canvas, too. Okay, so we have a nice little canvas to paint on. So I am looking forward to it. Okay, at least you got the soy sauce off the monitor? I suppose so. First things first, let's go ahead and test these actuators, because I'm slightly uncertain about their functionality. I think one of them may be broken. If we take a quick look at this guy... If we take a quick look at this guy, you'll see that it says 12 volts. We have some glue, or what appears to be super glue, yeah. We have some glue at the end, but, so we have 12 volts. So let's go ahead and see if this guy's able to actuate cleanly. But yeah, I'm not sure what y'all got up to this weekend, but what did I get up to? I played a lot of World of Warcraft. I have relapsed, officially. Oh, dude, I also ate, okay, I ate way too much food. You guys ever, I mean, on the weekends, I tend to eat, like, way too much. Like, aggressive amounts of food. And this weekend was definitely not an exception. Okay, that's working fine. Okay, that's working fine. Let's go and move on to the next one. I do the opposite. Oh, really? I got an email from my dream job that says I'm still in the running. Pog. Absolutely pog, cog. That is absolutely coggers. Without the work timing cues, I just forget to eat. Okay. So, you know, I ate a cheeseburger and some fries and some more fries and some Pepsi and some more Pepsi. And then I may or may have not just like gotten pizza and just eaten the entire thing, which is probably not good. But, you know, such is life. Oh, this one's a little stuck. It's fine. It's working. But, okay, this will work. Okay. Let me see if I can share my vision with you guys. A full... You know, Sparks, as one does, I can't just, like, I can't just stop, you know? I can't just stop. You can't just stop at one. Okay, so you know when you're, like, 80% done with something? Okay, you guys know when you're, like, 80% done with something, right? And you're pretty close on, like, getting... You're just, like, eating it, and it's almost done, and then you're full, but you're like, oh, there's not really enough to save for another meal, and I'm not, like, super hungry, but I just want to push through, you know? That is definitely... How did you get through 80% of pizza in one sitting? Oh, you gotta keep in mind that I only eat one meal a day. So I pretty much entirely get all my food very quickly. I eat, like, lots of food whenever I can. Okay. Alright, that's also working good. Alright. I'm sorry, what? Oh, I usually only eat once a day. So I tend to, like, you know, eat tons. And yeah, the last 20% goes into the fridge for a late night snack. No, just eat it all at once. Listen, if something's worth committing to, it's worth over-committing to. Alright. Okay, so the idea is that we have our little actuators here, and all the actuators work. We are probably just going to stick with 3, but I'm going to wire up 4, just in case one of them breaks, because I have a bad feeling one of them's going to break. Okay. Okay, guys. Hold on. Oh, wait, there's tape on it. 1 second. I usually only get, like, 3 pieces in one sitting. That's okay, Cogs. Don't worry. Hello, Comrade Soul. Welcome in. Good to see you. Okay. So, here's your guys' brushes. Okay. I think they're pretty cute. How big of a pizza, though? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. You know, without saying the size, it cost $17. And it was from Domino's. So, you can put 2 and 2 together. Okay, so we have, like, different brushes. So I'm essentially going to try to trim this off and put it at the end of the actuation stuffed crust, perhaps. You know, as a little treat. So we're probably going to put brushes at the end. But yeah, that sounds pretty standard, but I guess US prices are different. When I do my big meals, I usually have a single meal that lasts the whole day. Exactly. Listen, life is always worth it. You gotta do something. Gotta do something with it, you know? Also, those brushes are cute. I know, right? Okay. So, we have these, and then we're gonna have to put together the car. I'm thinking that we would prefer if we are able to put... Honestly, I'd prefer if we could hang it out of the front, so you guys are able to dip it into the paint easily. But we shall see. Hello, Boulder. How are you doing, Boulder? So, let's get assembling. And let's try to remember everything. And hopefully not do anything terribly wrong. Got the instructions. Little tiny motors. We shouldn't be adding enough weight that should be an issue. Mounting brackets. Other brackets. Ship this guy out for later. Just got destroyed in a chess tournament. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Was it an online tournament or in person? Oh, 07? Yeah, 07 indeed. Online. Oh, okay. So not too bad then. Listen, as long as you tried your best. Hold on 1 second. Oh. That's all you can do, is the cope that I tell myself. Okay, dokie. So first thing, I need mounting brackets. We should be good. You know, I need a little tray. I really should get an electronics parts tray. Well, I don't have that. And take another bite of banana. 1 second. Well, I do not have that. FOD cups? No, people have told me I'm weird today, though. As is tradition. So, you know, I got that going for me. Well, you are. I mean, thanks. Thank you for saying that. Oh, thank you so much for following, SK Week. I hope you have a good time here. I don't know how you came up with that name, though. Those little cups that you fill with FOD and dump on your final product to make sure you hit your quota, right? Yeah. The ones where you end up with extra screws at the end and then you're confused with what's going on. Definitely those. Okay, just need to get stuff mounted. Starts this direction, we put it through the middle. Okay. Gotta have as much FOD as possible. Exactly. Now you're thinking. Oh, hello, Topocato. Welcome in. How are you doing today? We are going to get... you're just better at manufacturing its efficiency. Yeah, you want to use less things. Definitely. Whenever you're manufacturing, you want to use less supplies. That's definitely how that works, especially in avionics. Hold on. You're back gonna get dinner? Nice, nice. The winter tundra hasn't killed you yet. Well, that's good to hear. Okay. And then I need some fasteners. Let me just grab my fasteners real quick. Fasteners, fasteners, fasteners. They should be around here. Standoffs. Fasteners. Okie dokie. Can I get some winter tundra? Dude, I love winter tundra and also avionics. What's wrong with avionics? Ooh. I hear you get a bonus called severance if you save company parts in aerospace. I don't know. We'll have to ask someone. I don't exactly have much knowledge of that. So I'm not able to give you guys a good answer. Probably this guy. Let's just check. Not if you work for Boeing. Oh, okay. Okay, this is gonna work. Though I'd prefer if they were slightly shorter. Okie dokie. You get accidents if you work at Boeing? That sounds absolutely terrible. But what do I know? Okay, just want to get this on. I don't think I'm going to need a screwdriver for this part, so I'm just going to do this manually. As I can't get thing through hole. Okay. It's currently 22 degrees centigrade out here. That's nice. Hey, Ori, I wanted to share something. I was cutting foam board with a knife and I was confused why I cutting it. Then I... That's rough, buddy. That is a rough mobile armor. That happens to the best of us. Don't worry, we all are a little silly when it comes to that. But yeah, let's see. What else has been going on? Okay. I kind of got... I didn't get called out at work, but the algorithm... The algorithm called me out. Hold on. 1 second. Struggling. I don't know why I'm struggling to put screw in hole. Did you remember to unplug your knife? What do you mean by unplug your knife? Did you have like one of the vibrating ones or one of the heat gun ones? Don't forget to grass the... just like all the advertisements. Okay, I'll make sure to, Topocato. And then I can blame you when things go horrendously wrong. Right? Okie dokie, another one. Dude, I don't hate assembling these cars, but I don't like assembling these cars, but I have to... I kind of destroy them every time, so I kind of just, like, have to go through a new one every time. Maybe I should get something a bit better than this. As long as you're not blaming you. Don't worry, the only person that I'm gonna blame is Topocato and Shimi. Those are the only people that we blame. Okie dokie. Then I need to flip you and secure you. Some child would love to assemble this. I am some... If you say so, I am not, unfortunately, huge into it. Podrius? I need to get a girl who will flip and secure me. What? What does that even mean, Boulder? Can you please explain that to the class? That's not gonna work, okay. I'm gonna need exact size screws. And I'm pretty sure I dropped some of the screws on the floor. That's already not going good. We get wheels? Yeah, you guys will have wheels, of course. Why wouldn't you have wheels? I'd feel remiss if I didn't give you guys wheels. Well, that screw's gone forever. Give me a moment. Totally not gonna have to do something real quick. Totally not looking for a screwdriver or screw on the floor. Never. Me? I am the peak efficiency. Wait, Boulder stuff, aren't you married? I don't think Boulder's married. I could be wrong. Imagine being happily married in this economy. If we were perfect, then washers would not exist. Wait, is that what washers are for? I did not know that washers are for... How do we go from car to painting robot? Well, you see, we are going to use all these parts to get there. We are going to use all these parts to get there. So essentially, the idea is that we're going to be able to drive around on the canvas and then be able to paint in different colors using our linear actuators. I have 2 weeks left of work before I can go home to my wife and kid. Very nice, kids. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is why they don't let me touch this type of equipment. Don't screw it all the way in, so it's partially secure, then star method on securing it. And also, nothing wrong with that. Let's... come on. Is the gambling thingamajig online? No, it's not currently online. Oh, I need to turn off that redeem. Thank you. I will turn off that redeem shortly. Or maybe we can just point and laugh at people who redeem it. Wait, the electronics are on? That's interesting. The electronics shouldn't be on right now. I disassembled the robot. Or I disassembled the bot, I'm pretty sure. I'm like 80% sure I disassembled it. I've reached the point with a saturation point on Twitch where I have like 6 people I like to watch in the same block. Oh, I'm sorry, Topocato. Alright, so gotta know, isn't that streamer bot? Yes, it is. That was a quick catch, Brink. Who are the streamers that you watch, Topo? Forward. Absolute forward. Okay. Anyways. Now, just need to get this in place. My least favorite part. Actually, let's solder the engines first, because that will be easier. Yeah, we'll solder the engines first, because that will be easier. Make little J-hooks. We are going to need... What type of cables are we going to want for this? Honestly, we'll probably just use default cabling for now and then attach whatever we need. Oh, what was Loudery say? Mac Trippy Index into you today, for example. Oh, I see. She's asking to eliminate the competition. No, I would never. I'm in the same boat. It gets hard to choose, so I just have 2 and watch both of them. Oh, very nice, Turtle. Oh, wait. Did Alex not wake up? I have not seen Alex today. Maybe they didn't wake up on time. Because they said something about it, right? Let's get this guy stripped. Okay, we are definitely going to need the flux today. I'd count that as a win. Why would you count that as a win? Alex and his social roommates. Imagine having social roommates, dude. Imagine. Oh, did anyone do anything super exciting with their weekend? Alex needs sleep. Yeah, that's fair. Yep, weapon systems are in the backlog. Wait, are weapon systems in the backlog? Oh, dude, it would be so cool if you don't need sleep. Alex is in every stream I watch, same as Elon Con. I don't know how to say their name, but they have a very nice model. They both get around. I got assigned jury duty. That's rough, buddy. I am finishing up my final project for my associate's degree. Very cool. Soldering on stream, that's brave. Everyone has an opinion on what's the right technique. Yeah, that is kind of true. I'm not super worried. I will be the first to admit that my technique is not good. I am a hobbyist, so yar. I remember agreement a few streams back. I drove to the grocery store, first time in a few weeks. Oh, okay, cool, Carol. We are just gonna get this. Apologies, I am just stripping wires. Apologies for if I am slightly slow. This needs to be a bit shorter. Okie dokie, that looks good. When stripping wires, I go 1 gauge upsize to avoid manufacturing errors. Yeah, the cable strippers I'm using are not the highest quality. I may have to go grab new ones eventually. Those are definitely on the docket. But I'll give that a try, Topocat. Let me give that a try, because I'm curious. Oh, interesting. Very interesting tip. Aren't you worried about cutting it, though? I guess you don't have to be, like, super worried about it. Okay. No, it grips at less pressure. Oh, okay. That actually helps quite a lot. I very much enjoy that tip. Thank you, Topocato. Okay, got that. Do any of them need to be longer? That should be fine for a J-hook. That's fine for a J-hook. That should be fine for a J-hook. Yep, yep. Okay. My experience is from being a speakerhead? What's a speakerhead? Okie dokie. Need my pliers, and then we are just gonna make J-hooks. Someone who wires their own speakers. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Oh, hey Meridian. Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. We are just setting up our soldering. A little bit of soldering. Never hurt anyone. Except for the times that it did. Actually, soldering has hurt many people. Now that I think about it. But, you know, let's not think about that. Soldering. Oh, apologies. Apologies, Tobocato. It's hard for me to pronounce stuff. I'm not very good at pronouncing the words. Okie dokie. Let's just get this going. Come on. Alright. No, phonically, soldering is not great. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, let's go ahead and give this guy a quick solder. I don't think we're going to need helping hands. We're just going to do it. We're just going to do it live. Let me get some stuff out of the way. Gonna need our solder. Oh god, I didn't miss the fun part. Yeah, the fun part is when we melt the copper. You pronounce it soldering, IDK, what the big deal is? I don't know. Oh, need to put on the fume extractor. Give me a moment. Aha, almost forgot. But we did not forget. We did not forget the fume extractor. I'm just gonna clean it off real quick. No. Pre-tin the tip and then re-tin the tip, as one does. I'm not sure if that's what you're actually supposed to be doing, but I think that's correct. I don't know. Someone can correct me, I'm sure. Okay, looking good. Okay, I think these are both fine. I believe these run on 3.3 volts. Let me just double check. Put our little guy. Instead at 11 volts, put it down at 3. If you can think of a bad thing, 1400s English is to blame. Really? Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. I need to turn off that redeem. 1 second, guys. Oh, also, there are some more emotes. I did add a few emotes. So feel free to play with those. Oh. And then this. And then I need to look up something. I am looking up redeem. Okie dokie. See, this is all having to disable Vindcoin. Okay. It should be disabled now, so we should be good. Okay. A little hesitant about the soldering job here. It looks slightly dry, if I had to guess, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just has to be functional. We aren't putting this on a rocket anytime soon, hopefully. Until we are, and then we're in big trouble, but, you know, don't have to at the moment. Yes. Yes, we have the cool emote now. Look at how cool we are. We're pretty gangster. Okay. So this guy should spin whenever we power it on. Alright. So spinning no issue, so we're good. Let's go ahead and move on to soldering the next one. Listen, Sparks, we strive for mediocrity here. Okay? We strive for absolute mediocrity. Okay. We are next. Just gonna get this guy in place. By this guy, I mean the wire, of course. Gonna bend it somehow. Electronics and stoners always talking about joints. Oh, I understood that reference. Actually, the J-hook on this side. I like these ones. That's good. I tried to get a good variety. Guys, we're also, we have to figure out what reward you guys are, or we are going to get as a community for reaching 500 followers. Because I know we did reach that last stream. So, those emotes are a reward for 400. So I'm rapidly falling behind. But, you know, we're in progress. Oh, hey, Ready Steady, welcome in. Very carefully. It's the Ready Steady. I have an idea. It requires getting a little lucky, though. Wait, what's the idea that requires getting lucky? I might recommend a truly silly like this. Oh, a little pop. Okay, guys, by the way, what should we... We need, like... We need a community name for people in this, for you guys. Because I was... You know, if... We need, like, a chat mascot, and I've been trying to think of, like, possible names that we could use. And, like, Mad Lads came to mind. Lab Assistants, Lab Rats, Dorks. The Finns. Interesting. Interns. Oh, See, I'm not sure if interns... interns doesn't sound great. My ideas of what we talked about on Saturday. Okay, so it's going for that. Dude, I talked to quite a few Finterns. Okay, okay. Maybe. I'm sorry, what was this react? What? What? Finterns is gas. Yeah, I think Finterns is pretty good. See, this is why, you know, connect to the infinite wisdom that is Twitch chat and they'll come up with a good name. Come on, brush it on. There we go. I was cheesing? Chessing? Oh, chessing. Sorry, it's hard to read. Something about Monkey and Infinite Typewriters. Listen, Monkey and Infinite Typewriters Pog. We should make that sometime. Would you guys like to do that sometime? I think that's already been done, though. I'm not a huge fan of doing things that have already been done. We can be tiny fishies with tiny lab coats? Maybe. Maybe. Would you guys like cute goggles, too? Like, safety goggles? Oh. Hold on. We are clearly not at 10. Do we get to be the monkeys? I'm confused. I am very confused. Anyways, just keep soldering this guy. Solder you. Hold on. Give me a moment, guys. That's a really bad solder job. Oh, dear. Oh, yes, you guys would get to be the monkeys. Like, of course, that goes without saying. You guys would get to be the monkeys on the typewriter. Imagine a chat gantry that just types on a keyboard with a monkey hand. See, I like the way you think, Ready. Though I am very hesitant to sign up for something that requires me making a gantry. Because that sounds very, 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 very difficult. Alright, so same thing, we're just looking for this guy to rotate. Alright, it's rotating so the connections are good enough. Again, our solder job's not the greatest, but it should do. I'm not super worried about it. Okie dokie. Let us move to assembly. Now we'll just control a dropper that releases marbles onto a keyboard at random. Okay, that's way easier. See, Brink, that's the type of stuff that I need in my life. Okay. Like a Plinko thing in between a dropper and a keyboard. Ooh, we could do that. Give me a moment. I always forget which way to do things. It is the way that does not make sense. It is the way that does not make sense. There's gotta be a way to assemble these better than the way that we are doing it. Like, I kind of refuse to believe that there isn't. Okay, we just need to make sure... We need to make sure that these wires are on the same sides, which they are. They're both on the far right and far left, so we are good. I will mount them with the ground. Actually, no. Hot should go out. No, we'll do ground on top. I'm not sure which way you're supposed to do. Ground's probably supposed to be on the bottom, but it doesn't technically matter, so... That's okay. The screw seems really big. Okie dokie. Just put this guy through, put this guy through. Come on. Come on. E. Okay, and then we need a tiny little washer. Should be good. Apologies for the delays, guys. We should have this actually done pretty quickly. Like, this is like the... I don't know how many cars we've built, but I feel like we've built quite a few. I should have put a washer on there. I should have put a washer on there. Okay, hold on. That's a much better mounting kit. I usually build these and the motors were attached with, like, really bad two-sided tape. Oh. If you say so. If you say so, Chief. But yeah, let's see. What else is going on? I'm definitely looking forward to the holidays. I don't know about y'all, but I tend to get very, very, very burnt out by the end of year. So right now I am omega burnt out from work. But that's okay. We are all Gouda. Get to make cool stuff. Oh, get to drop washers in places I can't retrieve them. That's okay. We don't care about FOD here. FOD is merely a merely a state of mind. I'm starting my vacation Thursday night and I'm gonna be insane. Oh yeah, because you don't like time off, right, Wolf? You know, if you would like to donate your time off, please let me know. I will buy it from you. I really wish I could buy it. I would totally buy time off if I could. Yeah, I'm off till January 7th. Oh my gosh, that's insane. See, I think that is unironically too long for vacation. Oh my gosh. Come on. Same. They're Canadian. Wait, how the heck did I... Am I missing something? I feel like this guy's not, like, far enough up. 'Cause it shouldn't be this hard to attach a washer. Or a, yeah, a washer. I love this email. That's good, my wacky brain. Also, welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well today. And Stray Crow. I forgot to say hello to Stray Crow. 3 weeks is nice if you go out of country. 3 weeks at home, not so much. Yeah. I get like 20 days off a year, 5 vacation, 15 vacation, 5 mental health, and obviously 5 remit, 5 sick, but whatever on those. Oh, okay. Yeah, for myself, I get... Wait, how much vacation do I get? I get 4 weeks, I think. So that's not too bad. There's gotta be a better way of... There's gotta be a better way of getting this guy screwed down. It's okay, I show up casually very much late. Oh, okay. Also, hello again, Brain. And again, I really appreciate you guys all being here. It's always fun to be able to talk with y'all and just be able to make stuff. I majorly scope creep the Subathon manager last night and expanded its usability by an order of magnitude again. I see, Wolf, you're making healthy life decisions. I appreciate that. I mean, at least that'll give you something to do on your vacation. Also, that'll let you catch up with all your projects, right? Okay, get the next one in place. What's the laughing emote? I love to see some people's project. Exactly. Chiliana rice is just an American curry. That seems accurate. Also banana. We take bite of banana. At the rate I'm doing it, I might just finish before vacation. Yeah, the year usually tends to slow down quite a bit, right? Oh. Thanks to you, I've just arrived. Oh, hello, Maki. Can we see the banana? I mean, yeah, it's like I'm basically done with it, but yeah, banana. Okay. Wait, oh, why wouldn't I be eating it, dude? You know, bananas are delicious, okay? Even if they are fruit. Fools, you are standing in the way of... Exactly. Listen, we have to get Slab to eat Crown somehow. I don't know how, but we'll make that dream a reality eventually. Sounds like to me you need more scope creep. Listen, scope creep never hurt anyone, except for the times that it did. And we would never scope creep a project here. We de-scope here. When things get tough, he was doing a microwave-powered USB today. Would that work? If you're using multiple USB ports, putting them in... Let's Let's see, they should have a power line associated to split off the pin, solder it off, and then a lot of them. I think it would work. You'd have to do the calculations and use it on a small microwave, but I think you could do it. I'm not sure how safe that would be, though. Massive batteries and caps. Yeah. Yeah, so I have hesitancy when it comes to working with, let's see, with printers, microwaves, and, like, other things that generally involve... I believe they run off of DC internally. I could be wrong. I do not know off the top of my head. But technically you could do off a USB port, but it would just be kind of garbage. That's okay. Let's get this guy. One more washer. No. The batteries are to hold the load. That seems Monka. Again, like, safety-wise, that seems very Monka. I don't like dealing with high capacitance and high voltage in a combination, because that seems like a very, very, very quick way to not have a good time. But I know that he's, like, far better with power, and, like... I'm pretty sure he has 3-phase power to his house. But, yeah. I thought the magnetrons used AC, but IDK. Oh, I don't know. I would trust whatever Google says on this one. And I am definitely giving my thumb some wear and tear. He does now after he blew up his breaker box. Very nice. Hello, Meridian. Come on. Just need to get you all screwed in. I just want this as secure as possible, because if it's not secure, we're going to run into problems future-wise. Maybe he does, or maybe he doesn't. I do not know. Actually, you would know better than me. Freddy, you'd know way better than me, yeah? Because you've talked to the guy quite often, I'm pretty sure. You're his BFF, right? It's a little wobbly, but that's gonna have to deal. Oh, you're the best friends forever. Oh my gosh, could you introduce me sometime? Alt account SMH. Oh yeah, this is just your alt account, just like Wolf with Sword is Ellie's alt account, right? Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. We can get that pushed in. Well, you did do it. There we go. Make sure those are free rotating. They are good. Other one, and then we should be good to go. Okay, so we are going to need... Actually, we're going to need 5 power relays, now that I'm thinking. Yeah, we're going to need 5 power relays. Oh, Arise, thank you so much for the raid, Arise. Welcome in, Raiders. I am Oriana Aura. I am a VTuber. Well, I'm a VTuber, yeah. I'm a human hybrid dolphin inventor. Currently, we are trying to make a painting robot controlled by Chatterino, and I need to shout out y'all. How was your stream? What were you guys working on, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, I think we got the right one. Excellent. But yeah. Oh, yeah. We always build weird things here, pretty much. Yar. Does the robot have a name? Not quite yet. We are still getting everything together for it. But the idea on how it should work is, essentially, we have a little car robot that's going to drive around. And I just realized that I put on the engines backwards. Very nice job. Then we are going to use these little tiny solenoids here to essentially... put a paintbrush at the end, and if you hang them off, you should be able to get paint on the bottom. And then we will be using all these power relays for essentially putting everything together. We shall see how it goes, but yeah, feel free to drop a follow. I hope you guys have a very good time here. If not, have a very good evening. What is Wolf if Ellie is AI like Narrowbot? What? We are going to need one more power relay, I believe. Yeah, we're just gonna need one more. What is that car kit? It was the cheapest kit I could find on Google. I could link it in the server sometime. One sec. Okay. I think we have quite a bit of overshoot. Oh, I knocked over that. Very nice. Okay. But yeah, welcome in. We are going to proceed with some wiring to test our... We are going to proceed with wiring to test our power relays. I'm kind of worried about getting a power rail going now that I'm thinking about it. These don't consume like a heavy amount of power, but they do consume a non-zero amount. We'll just fire through that though. We are going to need some wiring. Okay, so something that came to mind when I was thinking about this project today was, and also what type of 2D game was it? I forgot to ask. Let's just get this. We'll just start screwing stuff in. Oh my gosh, where was I? Sorry. Thank you again so much for the raid. It's really appreciated. And also anyone who sticks around, really appreciated. Nodders. We just need to get our diagrams up. One moment. I should review what a power relay is real quick. So a power relay is essentially something that you can control electronically to turn on and off. Welcome in, Shackman. Turn on and off a electrical component. We'll use GPIO, which just stands for General Purpose Input Output, to toggle it one way or the other. Thank you so much for resubscribing, Meridian. It's very much appreciated. Never necessary, but always appreciated. So we have our signal here, which is in our top right on this board. We have we're making a Sisyphus game. Very nice. We have our negative supply, positive supply, and then we have our live devices on the other side. Okay, and that just says DC on it. Okie dokie. Let's get going. So we are going to need... I think we're going to need male. Actually, no, we're going to need mostly males now that I'm thinking about it. Male wiring makes more sense here. You're making a Sisyphus type game, though. That's very good. We've made a Sisyphus type project on the channel before. It was one of the earlier projects. Dude, we literally made something that would So I would roll a little boulder up the hill, and then chat would be able to push the boulder back down the hill. That project turned out okay-ish. So is your game like a Foddy type game? Robotics? Kind of Freddy Confetti. I like your name a lot, by the way. I actually really love your name. Freddy Confetti. Sorry, I like Funfetti cake. Anyways, so the robotics part, I suppose this is technically robotics since we're moving something and it's performing a function. Again, you guys are going to be painting eventually on this. And essentially, we have all of our paints over here. And then you guys are going to be, I didn't even think about the size, but I think the canvas is about the right size of the desk. And then you guys are just going to be essentially walking around. I'm not the Faudia type, more like a paperclip game. Oh, okay, very cool. More meta like paperclip. Interesting. But yar. Let's see what else. What to say? Chocolate crown? Please don't make me eat a chocolate crown. Okay. Okay, just because... Listen, sometimes you gotta mark stuff with a crown. The plan is to add mechanics as you progress. Oh, okay. That's not fully securing. And again, I do want to be able to test these all, but we'll need to get it in place first. Gonna be male to female here. All these should be working in theory. I'm not expecting any of them not to work. But, you know what they say about assumptions. I'm in a room of crowns as we mark, and we mark things in chocolate. Okay, listen, just because we mark things in chocolate instead of marking them with a writing utensil that we have does not mean anything, okay? It just means that we're a little slow. We're just a little bit slow. And that's okay. That's encouraged. Almost wanted to make an auto pen with my old Ender 3, but it found itself on the ground at high speed. Listen, one of these days I'm gonna get to try my brand new pack of crayons. It means that we don't get to... Okay, speaking on that, I really do want to expand the snack system so we can do like a hybrid Zumba Foo thingy. I think that's what it's called, Zumba Foo. Because I think it would be interesting to make a little vending machine for chat to use. And maybe more Zabumafu, thank you. A more consistent version. Okay, this needs to be slightly more tight. The marking with chocolate didn't bother me, the cardboard to taste it did. Well, how else are you gonna know what it tastes like if you don't? Oh my gosh. It tastes like cardboard? Listen, just because something tastes like cardboard, it actually tasted more like chocolate than cardboard. Tobocado, shrink wrap, ba by eating chocolate. Yeah, exactly. Okie dokie. We need this. By eating the chocolate. Listen, chocolate's delicious, okay? You were eating the same chocolate you should have known. I mean, yeah, but, like, aren't you, like, curious? Like, it's like the 5-second rule, except it's for, It's the 5-second rule, except it's for chocolate. Because if you put it on cardboard, you get to delay the 5-second rule. That's what it says in the law. It says it, right there. IDK, what's going on? It tastes more like chocolate than cardboard. It's a crazy sentence. Okay, so Freddy... I needed to mark something for a previous project that we were working on. We were like, working on like a little coin pusher, essentially. So like, it just like pushes forward coins and then drops off prizes, right? But I needed to mark something for measurements, and I didn't have like a pen handy, but I did have a piece of chocolate handy. So I used chocolate and like circled it out and tried it that way. And what ended up happening is, I mean, it worked, right? It was a little jank, but it worked. However, yeah, I had an entire pack of crowns. I had multiple packs of crowns nearby, which would have performed the exact same function. Okay. But that's okay. I won't forget about it this time. I won't easily forget. Kinda unhinged. Listen, I'm not unhinged. Guys, I'm not unhinged, okay? I'm not unhinged. Also, welcome in, goblins. I am not even the slightest bit unhinged, okay? Question is, would you have licked the crowns? I mean, I've licked crowns before. I've literally tasted them. Not unhinged. Just special. Hi, not unhinged. Hello, Wolf with Sword. Hello, Ellie Minibot. That's a joke. Haha. Using chocolate as crown is a little funny. Oh. Drive safely, Cox. My art professor didn't let us say crayon, only wax stick. I disagree with that, fundamentally, but I guess he gets to pop off. He is a professor. I'm not a huge fan of people who gatekeep. Crayon, chocolate is superior to crayon, works the sum but tastes good. Yeah, exactly. Well, I want to change up this real quick. We're just going to change before I forget. Much better. If crayons are good for the military, it's good for everyone. Yeah, Yeah. Listen, okay. You know, Arise, if you say something, you say the word, you say a color right now, I'll eat the color, okay? You know, we'll just completely gamble on the fact that you, no, Arise only. I'm not eating yellow. Don't make me chocolate. See, Arise is nice. She lets me eat chocolate, guys. She lets me eat chocolate. Hey, I'm not eating... I'm eating chocolate, okay. So there. Anyways, dark chocolate. Thank you for saving me. All I did was make you eat a banana. Yeah, okay. Listen, black was the worst, right? I think white was actually worse than black, if I recall correctly. You made me eat a fruit, Cogs. You made me eat healthily, okay. No, that's a pretty big knock against you. Should we make a power distribution board from this? You should have said soup? I unfortunately don't have any soup, so the nearest thing that I would be able to do is, chat soup maker? Okay, the soup maker thing... Okay, so I've wanted to do the chat soup maker from something that would essentially be a gacha soup maker. However, comma, I'm not sure if that would turn out well. Water soup? Yeah. Healthy, how horrible. Listen, okay, when you eat McDonald's or fast food every day for the rest of your life, every single day, you know, fruit is kind of rough, okay? Crayon soup? We're not eating crayon soup. And apologies, we are just screwing stuff in and chit-chatting. Oh, I should probably say my background a little. So I am an engineer. My background is in biomedical engineering, actually. But I like doing electronic stuff. Though I do work in software. For a little bit of information. And no, we're not going to eat crayon soup. We are not going to eat crayon soup. There's a 0% chance of that. Absolute zero, okay? No, I do not. I do not want that. Though I've definitely wanted to make the soup thing... The soup gacha has been on my, She Lied Effortlessly. I tend not to lie, Hexy Alexio. I don't think I've told... I want to say I don't think I've, like... I don't think I've lied to you guys. At all. Hello, White Inkling. Welcome in. Put it to a vote. Crayon soup. No, I'm not going to put that to a vote. Because that does not sound good. That does not sound good to me. That is definitely a lie? No, I don't think so. What have I lied about? I'd try it. Well, I'm not going to. Are crayons edible? Okay. So, Arise. They are non-toxic. Are they edible? No. They are non-toxic. So they won't kill you. So, you know. But I don't believe you'll, like, you won't get any nutritional things from it. Do you still have the chart and data points? I do still have the chart and data points. Hi, how is you? I'm doing just dandy. Doing just dandelions. Again, dude, my mood's always better when I get to stream. Always very happy to be streaming. Have a few more, and then we'll get to test them. Does the other brand also say non-toxic? I believe it does. One moment. Yes, it does. This is non-toxic right there. Oh, thank you, Ty. Okay, 2 more, and then we should be good to run some testing. Not that toxic. Listen, okay. Toxic is a relative. Is a relative argument. No, Mike didn't die. I was dying mentally, emotionally. Don't worry. Absolutely nothing to worry about. You say you're a 384-year-old dolphin hybrid inventor. That is a lie. Is that a lie? Also, is the tox... I mean, listen, there's only a small amount of lead in dark chocolate. Dosage. It is dosage. As Arise said, dosage is what makes the difference between poison and medication, typically. Can we make flavored crowns? I was debating doing that sometime. Though, I'm not sure how challenging that would be, and I'd prefer to do challenging things. I say that. Oh, dude, we were supposed to do a hard project. I forgot. What things could I build if I wanted to go far in the electronics hobby? Sorry, I just came in, turned away to work, and came in back and assuming raid happened. Anyways, what are you doing here? Hello, Video Geek JT. We are currently trying to make a chat-controlled painting robot. So the way that it should work is that hopefully we are going to get our little solenoids here. So we have multiple different solenoids that we're going to attach brushes to. And then we are going to use a little car robot to drive around. And then it will essentially be able to paint our canvas. We shall see how that goes. I'm not like 100% confident if we will get stuff done. But we should make a pretty good dent. I'm imagining we'll make a good dent today. So we'll see. And this is backwards. This is backwards. That's backwards. That's awkward. It's okay. We do stuff backwards here. Okie-dokie. Alright, get that guy secured. Move on to the next one. Alright, so if you say you're... What's your favorite file format, Video Geek JT? If you say you're a video geek, I imagine you have strong opinions on that one way or the other. So what is your favorite video format? And why is it WMV? Okie-dokie. One more. Just need the other one. Image tier format list. Listen, that's some pretty good content, okay? There's .webms, WMV, Windows Movie Viewer or Maker, I think. You know, they don't even have green screen in Windows Movie Maker. They have what's the word? They have blue screens. Which is actually interesting little side tangent. Okay, all right. So this should be sufficient to run our testing. So what we're going to do is we are going to use one of our microcontrollers. So we have our microcontroller here, and we need to essentially toggle our GPIO, general purpose input-output pins on. Because I am slow, I was wearing glasses gives you a dent behind the ears. Is that true? Yes, that is true. And also I have to think about this combination between what serves your purpose and how much you want to give between compressions. Yes, that is so true. And also, back on what electronics project I would start with, I would just start with anything with a microcontroller, frankly. Anything would work. There are tons of starter kits out there. And use either the ESP or... Hold on. Gotta double check something. Boop. Yeah, positive, negative. Okay. My favorite format is Betamax. I don't actually know that format. Apologies. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this guy attached. We are just going to be attaching to one of our GPIO pins. So what do I need to learn electronics? I see lots of formulas in practical electronics for few engineers, but my Elegoo kit hasn't even required Ohm's law. So mostly speaking about that, you're not going to need a immense amount of knowledge on circuits in general, or like how to calculate things, because you can look up diagrams for stuff. So as long as you're able to parse like data sheets or spec sheets, you're usually able to get application circuits or example circuits for everything. And of course the internet's also a great resource for that. We'll see what's currently programmed onto this guy. Give me a moment. Oh, thank you so much for following Video Geek JT. Very much appreciated. I hope you have a good time here. Right. Alright, so what we want to see is... okay, first of all, we are getting power, and then we need to reprogram this guy. So give me a moment. We are going to open up our IDE, and we just need to write some quick test code. What test code should we use? Sorry, I'm extremely lazy when it comes to certain things. I think we'll use this. Technically I worked in TV. Oh, nice. Very cool. Shows you how old I am to still use tape drives. Tape drives are useful for data backup. Though I'm not sure how useful tape drives are anymore. Or, like, for end consumers. Give me a sec. Oh, no. No, no, no. Mouse, please. Mouse, let's talk about this. Please don't run out of batteries. That would be cringe. Uh-oh. I feel like this happens a lot. I feel like this happens quite often. Apologies. It's okay. I will make use of the mouse. Alright. Thank you so much for rating, by the way, Arise. It's very much appreciated. I hope you have a good evening. Right. So what we need is this image and this image. So we are connected to GPIO 5. So that's in the top right, that is on our top right, and that is our clock line, though we are not using I2C. We are just using it as a general purpose input and output, and we just need to set that. So test code. Honestly, I can get rid of a lot of this. I was just essentially reusing stuff. What do we want to do here? Oh, no, we do not do Pascal casing. We do Camel casing. We are good programmers. Okay. I believe that should work for us. Won't delay. Won't delay. Good programmers. Yes, we try to be good programmers, okay? Let's go ahead and compile this code and see if it works. We do not work. That's okay. Listen, again, we try. We try our absolute best. Okay, so it is flashing over to the board. Let's go ahead and switch back to the bench top so if we can see it. So what we're looking for is when we power this guy on or give it power, which is then, we should see the red switch and a small sound indicating the switching is working. So I'm going to turn off the music real quick so we are able to hear it. And we should get it programmed. Give me just a sec. Right, and then reset. Hold on, let's double check. Power looks good. We have 3 volts. And then pin looks good. Okay, so we are running into a slight issue where it does not appear to be working. Let's go ahead and take some time and try to figure out what the issue is. This is why you don't use debug code. It is definitely pin 5. Okay. So I am just going to strip this, set our pin mode 5 to output, set it to low initially. We don't need anything else. And then instead of this, we are just going to simplify the code as much as possible so we don't have to worry about things going potentially wrong. We're going to reduce it to just a very simple loop logic. And we are going to set it high and then low. And 500 milliseconds in between each one should be good. Okie dokie. Alright, so let's see if that works. If not, we will probably move on to a different one to double test that it's not a issue with this microcontroller, or not microcontroller, power relay, which is possible. Though I hope that's not the case. Any moment. Alright, power reset. Alright, so we are still not getting anything. Let's go ahead and swap over what we are connected to and see if it's a matter of an issue with our... If it's a matter of an issue with the power relay or the board. And thank you so much for following Freddy Confetti. I hope you have a good time here. Let's go get this guy hooked up. Bottom, ground, and then D1. Alright. And if we don't run into any issues here, the conclusion will probably be that we need to swap microcontrollers, though I don't think there's a problem with it. Okay, I'm gonna swap microcontrollers. Give me a moment. So I'm just gonna put this guy off to the side. We are going to grab a fresh microcontroller real quick. Put it on. And then also send over the reprogramming. Parts canon method? What's parts canon method? Alright. Please work. Throw everything at it to fix? Generally, we can attempt to fix stuff, though it's unlikely that fixes work, so it's generally easiest to just, swap over. Swap over known working components. Let's go ahead and give this guy another try. Alright. The second thing that I think an issue is that we have a potential floating ground issue, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect female to female wires. So if I happen to have some female to female wires, that would be very useful right now. Female to female. Okay. I already have a few projects on my plate myself, building a TV station in a box, and I also got my own microcontroller set. Any cool suggestions? It depends on what type of field of stuff you're interested in. I'm pretty sure you can make a radial pretty easily if you wanted to. Um, hold on. Green. You. Not you. Then you. Then you. And power ground. SDR is fun. Yeah. Okay, give me a moment. We are just going to change up our control. Alright. So what we see here is that we are able to hear the click. I'm not sure if you guys are able to hear it though. Hold on, let me just... Should be able to hear it. So it should be swapping like every second. So yeah, it is working. You can tell by the red light and the flickering. So it was actually an issue with our bench top. Likely our bench top. So we can go ahead and vet our older components or other components to make sure that they are fine real quick. So let's do that. Blue. Blue goes to power. 3 volts. Ground. Exactly. We have a nice little turn signal. Alright. So same thing. Turns on perfectly fine, so we know it's not an issue with the microcontroller, so we will go ahead and continue forward with this microcontroller. And we just need to vet all of our supplies real quick. So let's go ahead and go through that. And again, the way that we generally try to approach things here... Actually, yeah. The way that we try to approach things here is like making sure certain subunits are fine before moving on. And I've always found that to be a easier approach than trying to build an entire system at once. Though, feel free to try whatever. Okay, so we are just plugging in and making sure that all of our components are good. And purple's to power. Morse code machine. Oh yeah, Morse code machine's actually a very good first project. That is a very good suggestion, Shackman. Okay, get this and this guy here. So same thing. Oh, I unplugged it on accident, but it appeared to be working. Okay. So it is working, no issue. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And again, we are just individually vetting our parts and components before moving on to the next stage for some, or partially simplicity and diagnosing reasons, because if we don't, we'll run into issues down the line. Oh man. That is a later problem. Unfortunately, the more and more complex your systems get, like the more and more complex that you try to make your problem, the more that you actually have to apply proper engineering technique. So you can obviously do stuff completely on the fly, similar to what I do. But like, the problem is after a certain point, you're going to run into major issues. Alright, and then... Still working, so we're good. Let's move on. Onwards and upwards. So we have vetted 3. We need to vet 2 more, and then we'll be done with vetting. Why is this one alone? Hold on. Apologies. Oh my gosh, don't say that. I've been doing the entire... The problem is you won't be able to maintain stuff properly if you are not designing like designing your system in such a way to allow for growth. But that's a whole designism that I'm sure Rise has gone over, with proper scoping and proper design, and making sure you don't like try to add too many features out of nowhere, and then things just blow up. Right, same thing. Seems good. So seems good. Let's go ahead and move on. Again, all these parts should be working. We are just making sure that they are. There's no reason why they shouldn't be. I just don't want to get to the point where we're trying to integrate in a system like, oh man, what individual subcomponent's not working? And, should be working. Okay, listen. 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 Sometimes, Shackman, you gotta take it. You know, you gotta take your dubs where you can get them, and we'll take our dubs. And we need to get ground and 3 volts. And then last supply. Ooh, interesting. Make sure I didn't short it. We're not currently shorting it. It's plugged in. We are not seeing power on this guy. That's interesting. So that implies we have a poor contact somewhere. And we shorted it. Yippee. Okay. So same thing. So it is good. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, moving on. Onwards and upwards. So we do have our individual subcomponents. Now we need to integrate. Actually, I have to do one more thing first. I guess we'll do the one that's not plugged in. So unfortunately, something that I did that was bad. Can you guys tell what I did wrong here? That's right, the engines are unfortunately cattywampus of each other, so I need to adjust that. It'll take a few minutes. Give me a few business years, you know. We'll get that guy adjusted. Looks good to me. Listen, cross-eyed stares have never hurt anyone. Gotta follow the dopamine? Wait, what type of dopamine are we talking about? ETA unknown. Classic asymmetric derived. Yeah, we could in theory. I just am worried about that in the long term, Boulder. You get 1 overtime weekend? What? What? Apologies, but what? ADHD brain? Oh, hey, Dieter from Sprongkets. Welcome in. Hopefully you're having a good evening. You guys aren't gonna, like, drive off the desk and get paint everywhere, right? You guys wouldn't do that to me, right? Like, I can trust you, right? 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 Surely. Surely. Surely, right? We would never do... Exactly. Never crossed my mind. Okay, good, good. We want to paint the floor. Wait, we can do that? Please don't. I mean, in theory, I guess you'll have the capability to. Listen, again, I generally trust you guys quite a lot. Or do you rent? I mean, yeah, but, like, I can obviously clean it off the floor if you guys do get it on the floor. I don't mind. I'll clean the floor. It's fine. I'll take the out. We get to attack the floor this time. So true, Stray Crow. Second question, can it climb the walls? No, I don't think this is going to be capable of climbing walls. Though we could make something that could climb walls in the future. Though I definitely would not give it the capability to paint things. Alright, let's go ahead and check our time. Also, we need ramming speed. No, no, you guys aren't getting ramming speed. You guys are going to go very, 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 very slow because you guys are trying to draw. You guys won't have a ramming speed. But what if there was a points redeem that did? That would be hilarious. But no, no. No, I don't trust... I trust you guys. I don't trust you that much. Can we get fast cockroach speed? No, I don't think so. Apologies. Gosh, my poor thumb's gonna be dead by the end of this. What's the worst that could happen? Shorting a expensive electronic device or causing a fire, I suppose. Those would be the worst cases in my mind. The mere thought hadn't been even... Oh, really? Okay. Just use a battery pack? What do you mean by that? We will be using a battery pack for this stuff. We just aren't currently. Man, I hate securing these. Such a pain. I recently joined a group where we're dedicated to making robotics. Kind of wanted suggestions to build a bot and give it... You definitely could. There are plenty of projects online out there. If you get lost, I have done that. Done at least a little bit. You guys want a mini Stirling engine? You guys want a mini Stirling engine on this? That seems a little infeasible at the moment. Alright. Just need to check. Alright, let's go ahead and double check that our motors are still operational. They should be. There's no reason they shouldn't be. I don't know what I expected. Okay, wheel 1's good. Check wheel 2. Will it be on a wire leash? No, this will not be on a wire leash at all. You guys should be completely free to move around. It is simply you said we can't do this, but now we all want to do that. Yeah, perhaps. Absolutely, perhaps. Alright. Alright, so this one's also good. Let's go ahead and move on. Move onwards, upwards. Okay. Next, we're gonna have to figure out where we're... That feels off. Why does this feel off? This feels very off. Did we? I don't know why, but that feels very off to me. Your wheels are loose? Yeah. Yeah. We have them secured, though. Are they both on backwards now? Maybe. I mean, it's balanced, but... yeah, we gotta... Sag. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, can someone just rewind time real quick? Self-screw through the top of the motor. Or glue. No. Hey, at least you're gonna get really good at reassembling it. Dude, if I'm reassembling it backwards, am I even assembling it properly? I would debate the efficacy of it. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Please come undone. Please come undone. Please. Eh. You're learning how to build it many times. Yeah, just not properly many times. Let me go ahead and change out the camera battery before I forget about it. So give me just 8 seconds. Gonna swap the camera battery. Okie dokie. Should be good. Okay. This time for sure. Wait, at Sparked Maper. Is there a reason you're not pinching the nut or using a screwdriver? Pinching the nut and using a What? Wait, that's a thing? Wait, that's a thing, Sparks? Wait, that's a thing? Hold on. Am I missing out on secret tech? Needs to go the other way. Okay. I mean, only if you want it to be what? I thought she was doing it this way on purpose. No. I don't do things wrong on purpose, typically. Gosh, why do I... Just hold the note, then do it. Well, thank you, Sparks, for the information. I very much appreciate that. I will make excellent use of that information. Visitor excellence. I can't believe you're giving away secrets for that. Listen, Sparks is giving away tons of secrets. Okay. Okay, so sorry, what did you say? Hold the nut? The top one's easy, but... Okay, so is there a reason you're not pinching the nut? So pinch the nut and then use the screwdriver. Well, wait, that doesn't work. That doesn't work in this situation, right? Yeah, that doesn't work, unfortunately, with this flat. Yeah, you have to get the nut started first. Okay. Give me a second. I just need to kind of adjust in my chair. Whoop. Knocked something over. That's okay. Of course, you always have to spin. Oh, posture is good. Thank you for checking, Shackman. And hydration check. I will hydrate. Give me just a second. Hydrating now. Alright, very good. Okay, get the nut on slightly, then hold it, then screw it in. The nut will pull closer as you screw it. Okay, I think it's just easier to do that. I need like a mini muffin tin. I should go buy mini muffin tins for this. That'd be way cheaper than our little FOD tins here. I don't know why, but it still seems super loose to me, but... Hold on. Said hold the nut in place and screw it down. Thank you so much for... Thank you so much for following presidential music. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I hope you have a very good time here. Let's go eat. Then we just have one more, and then we should be good. Take this guy off. Oh, welcome in, SFC Pickett. Hopefully you're doing well today. We are doing pretty good, I think. We're just having a nice calm, I would say, Monday. It's a fairly calm Monday. We are just basically getting all of our components in place and squared away for our little painting robot. Okay. Need to flip it. Just 2 more and then we'll be done. And then we'll always be done. And then I'll never have to make another car again. And we're never going to use another car kit again. Is what I'm going to tell myself. Are you sure you want to give us the power to paint? Listen, I'm positive I want to give you guys the power to paint. How else am I going to put your painting on my fridge? Okay? If not. Okay? If I'm not able to put Twitch chat's painting on a fridge, am I really doing well as a streamer, you know? I hope it fits on the fridge. It should. There's no reason it shouldn't. Alright. You have a lot of trust in your audience. That's because I have a very good audience, Presidential Music. I have a very good audience. I love the audience. It's a very good idea. We need the power to paint. Exactly. Listen, we do nothing but the most unique things here. Okay. Most likely you're gonna get abstract art. Yeah, I know. Oh, hey. Runic Fiend, welcome in. Okay, so you said hold it and screw it in place. That does feel better. How are you going to explain it to guests if you get them? I don't get any guests, silly. I never go outside. Besides for work. Work, groceries, and other things, but I don't really go outside that much. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Dude, this is like cheating. Holy. These things are so in there. Straight on like this. Groceries. Okay. Sparks, I don't need to be called out like that, okay, man? Okay? I don't need to be called out. You know, I get groceries, okay? I don't get groceries, but, you know. McDonald's is kind of groceries. Okay, that feels quite a bit better. Yeah, that feels quite a bit better. Okay, cool. So, power relays, I think, is going to be our first priority here. So, what we are going to do is I'm gonna put these wires up. Actually, I'll probably put them through the hole if possible. Won't fall out that way. I'm not sure if anyone's called crayons groceries. Must be a regional dialect. It's all very nice. You guys are supposed to be nice, you know? Anywho. It's okay. I'm used to getting cooked. Listen, if I can't if I can't cook, I expect to be cooked. Right. So we need to secure our power relays. Ideally, hold on. Let me see which direction this is gonna go. I need to figure out which direction this is gonna go and if we need to swap polarities. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to swap polarities. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Volthon 8 zeros. Oh, are you a fan of hexadecimal? We are gonna want to go that way. Yeah, we want that way. Okay, so we may need to swap polarities. The front is going to be on this side. Are you fully convinced of the pinch technique? Yes, dude, that is so good. Okay, so we're gonna have to swap polarities. No real issue there. We're also going to need to make a very small common ground, likely. I'll be nice when you stop thinking of crayons as edible. Okay, so you're never gonna be nice. Sag. So the motors are gonna be getting switched with relays? Yes, that is correct. Wait, is there a better idea than relays? If you have a better idea in mind, let me know. I'm always open to things. Again, that goes for anyone, obviously. Always open to ideas. Oh, okay. Do I just want to secure this guy as is, or do I want to reduce it in size? I think securing it as is should be fine. H bridges. We are not using H bridges, okay? Consider the following. Don't eat the crayons. Whatever you say. Are you not allowed to use relays to control the motors? Wait, how are you supposed to control them? Wait, is there a proper way of controlling them? I've always used power relays. See, this is... So when you don't look things up on the internet, you have to figure out how things kind of work. You kind of have to figure out how things work on your own. So... Or not like how things work on your own, but like without observation. So like I just kind of use power relays. I didn't even think of motor controllers. That's rough. We're a special type of person. Anyways, we're gonna need a 3.3 common voltage rail. Institutional knowledge is painful to find on the internet. Yeah. Well, when all you have is hammer, it's okay. Yeah, that's true. That do be true. Are these? These might actually be 5-volt motors now that I'm thinking about it. I believe they are 5-volt motors. Hold on. See, hear me out, though. If you never look up things online, it will let you find new solutions to problems. It will let you find simple solutions to complex problems. Like, how do I make thing work? And then you won't have to build an H-bridge. Okay. I've never built a bot, I just my group, so I'm learning here from you. Oh, Video Geek, I'm not sure the V-bridge. Exactly. Listen. It will also make your thing explode? What? I don't think this will explode. Okay. So, I'm gonna strip this guy down ever so slightly. DC motors literally just vary the voltage to the motor, not hard to do. You can pulse with relays too. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Yeah, you can, just not fast enough. I kind of don't want to reduce this guy in size. Let me see if I have a different relay, or a different battery set. One moment. We need a thing of batteries. Hold on. Nah, it's fine. We'll just strip it. Okay. 1 second. I'm going to strip these down slightly and then connect a bit of wire attached to them. Alrighty. Not to get distracted or get booted, but what are people's thoughts on... Oh. Generally negative. The thoughts are generally negative. Generally, I have very low opinions of vibe coding. I'm not sure what everyone else's opinion is, but it's very good for, like, scripting. The problem is it's very, 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 very bad for everything else. Oh. needs to be slightly bigger. That is going to be a very hard solder joint to do. 20. Nope. 22. Give me a second. It's a bit better. Okay. Let's go ahead and get these guys attached and hopefully working. Okay. So I am going to need helping hands for this. Let's get our helping hands ready. Vibe coding is like editing scripts without knowledge of the language. You can make changes, but it'll often make no sense. Also, we will be using a common voltage rail for this, for our motors, for sure. Seen plenty of places in dev menus without fail 3 to 6 months of one using AI code. They all left work or have been booted because they severely underperformed. Yeah, that makes sense to me as well, Wolf. Hold on, I want this slightly thinner. And then we just need some wires, and then we'll be good. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this guy. And again, we are just going to connect a milk cable here. Yeah, do it like everyone else. Just grab it and yoink it off of Stack Overflow like everyone else. This is the way. It is the way. I agree. This is definitely the way. Stack Overflow is the way. To train ML and interface models to improve my personal learning process helps with the learning disabilities I talked about off stream. That's okay. We all have learning disabilities. Actually, I'm not sure if we do, but I do. But that's okay. That is a-okay. Okay, I am in need of some flux. This is going to be a little difficult. Just a little difficult. Okie dokie. Let's bring our soldering iron back up to temperature and get this there. Gotta reach that Balmer peak. Wait, that sounds so familiar. Literally witnessed one guy who used to be cracked at Java Spring Boot 4 months later using AI. Oh, that's rough. Not the greatest job, but that will do. Yeah, that will do. Okie dokie. We need a small bit of electrical tape so we don't short. Small bit of electrical tape. Small bit of electrical tape. Where are you, Mr. Small Bit of Electrical Tape? Mr. Small Bit of Electrical Tape, can I get you to the front of the building, please? Okay. You're self-taught? Oh, okay, nice. if you're looking to get into programming, I definitely suggest learning C or C++. Python's a good way to start, though. But yeah. If you want to get, like, low level, you're gonna need C or C++ at one point in time. You will not be able to get by without it. Don't use Java. Java's for web devs. Wolf with Sword's gonna disagree with that. But that's okay. That is A-okay. What about JavaScript? I'm gonna fight you? What do you mean you're gonna fight me? Please don't fight me. That's JavaScript. You don't like JavaScript? JavaScript was my first programming language, which is kind of rough. Well, I guess HTML, technically. Also, thank you so much for the follow. It is really appreciated. Earned it? I've never worked with Java. 07? Thank you. 07 to you as well. I really don't want to, but I need to strip this more. Yeah, it's 22. Oh, like Visual Basic? Also, that's a pretty nice name. Earned it. Okay. Let's get this last bit soldered, then we should be pretty good. We'll be in a pretty good striking position. You can pinch and twist the wires easier to make... Oh, yes, I will. Folks will be surprised how much... Yeah, I know the answer to that, Kevin. It's just a matter of... It's just a matter of, you know... hardware. HTML is a markup language, not a script. I guess, yeah. Okie-dokie. Ah. Just work. Please just work as you're supposed to, little guy. You got this. You got this. You got this. Okay. Get a bit of solder, get a little bit of flux on that, and then we should be good to go. If you get a tiny screwdriver, you can spin around that and then loop the other wires. Interesting, Topocatl. I'll have to give that a try sometime. Should be good. Make sure our temperature is good. Our temperature is still good. Now we just apply the solder and we should be good to go. Oh, I will hydrate just a moment. Take a nice hydration break. Thank you. And my posture is good. Thank you for checking. I appreciate that. Let's get this guy soldered up. Should be fine. That's okay. Sparks can judge us if we do things poorly. Ow. Ah, darn. Okay. Slight burning. Ever so slightly burned myself there. That's okay. That's okay. Nothing hurts as much as something. Honestly, do one pass with solder, then pull away. Yeah, that's fair. me just a second, guys, focusing. Of course, temperature immediately drops on my soldering iron as I say I'm focusing. Right now, the temperature is too low, so it has to come back up to temp. Very nice. Absolute cinema. Oh my gosh, please just get connected. There we go. I have it set on 5 minutes, Sparks. So, the temperature will drop after 5 minutes. So I don't, burn down everything. And also, oof, respect the soldering iron. Might want to run it over cold water for a second. What? Oh, no. I didn't, burn myself that badly. What happened was when I was cleaning off... So, essentially, when I clean it off and then retin it, the issue was when I was cleaning off it on the sponge, some of it, popped off, and I got a bit of solder. Oh, a tiny bit of solder bite back. But that's okay. Such is life. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's more of just like a surprise type thing. Can I just say about the solder? Yeah, it is definitely worse. Although I prefer not being at risk. This is a really bad joint. This is functional. It's just not gonna be good. WTF was that? What? I'm sorry, what was what? I don't know. That joint's not that great. It's fine. That joint's fine. It's just not great. I'm soldering here and my entire joint is nice and shiny, then solidifies and goes gray. It is fat, but it'll work just fine. Yeah. Yeah. It should work just fine. Surely nothing bad will happen. I've returned. Oh, hey, welcome back, Mothman. Are we sticking things to your face again? No, we are working on a painting little robot guy. Oh, underwater space station. I think space station. Sorry, you probably got more experience with my first experience soldering iron was laying the pencil across my finger. Oh, that's rough. Wait, was there an audio issue, SFC? I apologize if that was the case. Okay. It's a bit ugly, but that is this is not functional. I can already tell you this is not going to be functional. No, No, I'm going to have to redo this. Hold on. That is not functional, unfortunately. It may look functional on cam, but I promise you that thing was not functional. First generation model, how about... What the heck? Okay, I think that's looking good. And we are just going to... Oh, my mouse is still dead. Very not good, given some things. Give me just a second. Oh. But yeah, I think I'd definitely rather be under the sea for sure. That makes a lot more sense to me. But then again, space is also cool. But then you have like muscular atrophy, I believe. So that's also eh. Okay. Just get this done. Space humans. Wait, are you guys not space humans? I can't hear the term functional without thinking of the lemonade whose branding is functional beverage. It does sound good. I could do either, but I think space wins by a little bit. Yeah, think of the view, though. Like, the view in space is so much, no offense, so much better than down in the ocean. Because down in the ocean, it's just going to be, like, pitch black, right? Alright. Get this attached. We should be good to go. To make the joint good. Slide it down, get it in place, make sure it's straight. There. Oh my gosh. Apologies. Struggling with getting this guy attached. Oh, come on. Maybe all hope is lost on this battery connector. There we go. Oh, sorry I wasn't in view, but that joint's better, or appears better. I think that's functional. It's more functional than the last one, at least. Okie dokie. Let's get this guy working, and then we should be good. Should be schmoovin'. Oh, are you talking about, like, Ocean Gate? Video? IDK, but today with all the slowness of a Monday. Dude, that's a mood. Absolute mood, by the way. Today has felt very off for me. But again, glad that you guys are all here, having a good time. Alright. Also, no heat shrink. We could use heat shrink. We could use heat shrink. There's no reason we aren't. I have heat shrink. I'm just... Electrical tape's quicker, to be frank, and then I don't want to accidentally catch the wire on fire. I really should have done heat shrink, though. You're correct. Heat shrink would have been better there. Alright, let's go and zoom back out. Let's go ahead and check and make sure this guy is working. We can just vet the power real quick by popping in some batteries. Give me a moment. Grab some batteries. What if my name isn't Frank? To be honest then, I suppose. Alright. Batteries, battery, and battery. We're just going to connect it. Ooh, what are we going to connect it to? Honestly, it doesn't matter. I just need to connect it to something. Okay, yeah. Alligator clip. Okay, I should really just use a female to female. What am I doing with my life? Okay. Obviously, it won't be this, like, thick, but, this is just temporary. Give me a moment. Need to straighten you out before something goes wrong. Okay, there we go. And we have 2 more wires, and then it should be good. Get this guy plugged in, then this guy plugged in, and it should go forward. Alright, yeah. So, no issues. It's going forward perfectly fine. This is going to be the battery pack for our motors. They are going to be sharing a common source, but for the moment, we just needed to test that our soldering was fine. Alright, so where does that leave us? So it leaves us in the following position. So we have the base of the car built. We don't have any of the code for the car, but we will get that working. We will need to get it working through chat integration, but that should be fine. We have our battery pack soldered and ready to go. We have our 5 power relays that are all working, and we confirmed are working. We have all 4 solenoids that we need. We only need 3, but all 4 solenoids are working, so we'll be able to utilize those as needed. which is going to be responsible for actuating our brushes. And then just need to get our brushes attached. Okay. And then we need to get our brushes attached. Also, what shapes do you guys want? I'll take the first 3 shapes that people, like, put out. Star. Okay. Okay, we have a star, we have a triangle, and a flower. Okay, easy enough. Star, triangle, flower. Star, triangle, 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 triangle. Okay, there we go. They're all... hold on, make sure they're roughly the same size. Okay, that should be good. Alright. Unfortunately, real quick, I'm gonna have to, like, bust this guy open. Okay. So again, the idea here is that we're going to stick it on the end. Wait, is something wrong, guys? And then, you should be able to... That's a heavy... How is it murder? It's a flower. It's not even a real flower. It's, like, part of a flower. But we'll go ahead and get these guys cut, and then we can attach them next time. Give me a second. Get the medic? No, get the next one. Wait, is something actually wrong? Oh, it's going to be inked? We actually have acrylic paints that we're going to be actuating it in. So the idea is that, in theory, you guys should be able to dip this down into the paint, pick up the paint, and then be able to drop it to the ground as well and just, like, brush around with it. But we will see. We shall see how it turns out. Again, you know, when you put stuff together, I'm never really sure of how the final product is going to look, which is always a fun little thing. But yeah. Nodders. Okay. Are you trusting us to dip into paint? We are knocking that over for sure. I trust you guys. Again, we're gonna have, like, the paint's gonna be in, like, little tubs like this, so it should be easy enough for you guys to, like, walk over slowly and dip your thing in it. I think it should be easy enough. Oh wow, extra difficulty to catch the paint first. Oh yeah, of course. You guys are gonna have to do everything. But don't worry. You'll get there. Alright, so... Alright, so that leaves us in a pretty good location. Again, we have all of our relays working, we have what our sponges are gonna be, and we will need to get the control circuitry finalized, but I think we're at a good stopping point. So what I am going to do now is probably move to end stream as soon as my mouse decides to undie. And we should be good moving forward. Is there anyone you guys would like to raid tonight? I am... Ooh, maybe we raid Okotan. Are you guys okay raiding Okotan? Mini? Uwo's Lab? We're waiting for convergence. We're waiting for convergence. We need one more double. Sure. Okay. Yeah, we'll raid Okato. Done. Okay, so I will see you guys. Okato Takoton. I will see you guys on the flippity flip. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. We will be continuing this on Wednesday. I will be in the Discord shortly after this to chill for a bit. But if I don't see you, have a very good evening, afternoon, and good night. And you are. I think we're good.
Yeah.
This
That's a little bit
goes
silly.
here.